they thought you would lose focus by now, okay? They thought that you would get distracted, that you would stop, that you would take a break, that you would give up. And you didn't. Not only did you keep pushing ahead, but you are pushing ahead like 10 times as hard, okay? You are going even harder. You are becoming even more diligent. You are pushing forward, okay? And here's the thing. I had to adjust my iPad. But here's the thing. You might get a little bit in your head sometimes still, right? You might still get a little bit of back and forth energy, but that doesn't trip you up. That doesn't stop you. That doesn't prevent you from continuing forward, from continuing to push forward, to put in the work. The High Priestess. And that's because your intuition is what drives you. It's what powers you through the day. It's not anxiety, okay? It's not fear. You're human, so you experience these very human emotions, but you're not allowing them to like rule you, to rule your life. The Sun card. Yeah, you're taking inspired action. You are getting giddy about life, getting excited about life, being getting excited about your dreams, your goals, your vision again. I feel as if you've been very, very focused, and you've been focused on taking all of the steps, executing the plan, making things happen, getting ish done. But now you're entering a new phase. You're entering the next level where you're starting to have more fun with it again, okay? So I feel like that's how it goes with plans as well, like large plans. It starts off fun because it's this dream, it's this fantasy, it's this idea. Then you enter the phase where you're actually executing the strategy, or like coming up with the strategy, right? And that's when things start to feel a little bit more burdensome, because you're like, oh my gosh, I have to kind of figure out how to do this, figure out my starting point at least. And then once you get going, it becomes work, right? But now you're exiting that, not that you don't have to put in effort, but you're exiting the phase of where you have to put in a lot of effort. So things will become quite a bit easier for you. Don't drop the ball, of course, remain consistent, keep going, keep doing what you've been doing, but trust, believe, and know that you are moving into calmer territory, into territory where things flow more, into a territory and a place where things are just a bit easier. Princess of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and Justice. So I feel as if you're being like offered a new beginning in a sense, but I don't feel as if you're really being offered it by anything other than the universe, because you've put effort into your manifestations, okay? You're the one who pushed past any anxieties, doubts, lack mindset that you might have had in order to make this a reality, in order to make it happen. Because you've been dreaming of this, I feel like for some of you, for literal years, okay? It could have been a decade by now that's passed, and you've still remained true to your goals, your dreams, your vision for yourself. And this is coming in for you as well, because you are steady, you are stable, you are in a nurturing energy, but a nurturing again of your soul, of your spirit, and of your dreams. That's what you're nurturing. And because you're nurturing that, the Justice card is all about getting out what you put in. So with the Justice card, it's like literally only right that you're manifesting these things. It's only right that it's coming into reality for you. It's only right that the work is paying off, that the strategy is working, because you have done the things that you needed to do. You have made the pivots when you needed to pivot. Okay? You've done what you've needed to do to make this realistic, to make this sustainable, to make it attainable. Ace of Wands. And that's why you're calling in this new beginning and this good luck into your reality, okay? So yes, of course, there's always the part that's going to be hard work, you guys. There's always the part that's going to be hard work. And then, we'll be quick to call it luck later on when the actual manifestation hits, when it pays off, when it works, when you have something physical to prove it, right? But you have been walking in faith. You've been taking the time. You've been doing all of this. So yeah, it's an element of luck to an extent. There is elements of life. There are elements of life that we cannot control, okay? But so there is a little bit of an element of that. But it's also the fact that you show up. You show up day in and day out and are going to defend your position in the world, and not defend your position to other people, not live life in an aggressive manner, but literally just defending it in the actions that you consistently take day in and day out, because you know that your payout is coming, your payoff is coming of your hard work, no matter what it is. If you are wanting to become educated in a certain subject, learn a new language, reach a savings or investing goal, you're consistently taking action steps. Even if the action that you end up taking for the day ends up being less than what you had desired, being a little bit less than what you your target was at, you just know that by you still showing up consistently, you will get the job done, you will get there, and it will happen. And that is why these things are happening for you. Like, this isn't just luck. This isn't an accident. This isn't whatever. Like, you have been intentional, okay? And it is acceptable for you to take ownership of that as well, because I feel as if there's people around you who have made it seem as if things came so easily to you, made it seem as if you were handed everything, treated you as if that was true. Except the reality was that there were actually a lot of people just like them on your path who went out of their way to attempt to make things even more difficult for you, because they felt as if there's no way that you could deserve the life that you have and the life that you've built for yourself. But now these people have been humbled by your success. They've been humbled by your success because they're recognizing now that really they were the problem. You were not the problem. That you have just been working on yourself, minding your business, going after your goals, and that they went out of their way to attempt to be an obstacle for you. And that is honestly embarrassing. And they're feeling embarrassed, as they should, because that's extremely awkward. Anyways, 6 of Wands. You guys, honestly though, how embarrassing and awkward is that? Because you could be focused on yourself and your own life and creating something you desire to see, instead of trying to stand in the way of somebody else's hopes and dreams. And the thing is that they don't know about you is the other reason why you're so diligent and consistent. The other reason why you love on yourself so much is because you had no choice. There wasn't anybody there to do that for you. There wasn't anybody there to do that. Nobody supported you. Nobody cheered you on. Nobody was in your bleachers, waving congratulations flags or baking you cakes. Nobody did any of that for you along the way. And you barely even did it because you've just been pushing. But it's time to change. It's time to be confident. It's time to be less humble. It's time to literally just show off all that you've worked for, because you deserve all of it. And if it makes them mad, good. Because honestly, these people are now realizing that you're the truth, they're the lie, and they were just another obstacle on your path that you easily overcame. Anyways, that's what I have. I love, love, love you. I'll talk to you so soon.